We sent a message, and the message was clear. PlayStation 3 is not an incremental upgrade to our previous platforms, but is truly designed to advance our vision for computer entertainment today. It requires huge financial investment, $599 US, but we must take risks to reap the rewards. $599 US, and we're not about cutting corners to rush a product to market. Whoops. And we're certainly not interested in gimmicks.
Phil, today we have the Eye of Judgment. You see, I place a card onto the screen here, and a monster instantiates.
And we're certainly not interested in gimmicks.
So you can position this next to your TV screen and see for yourself what is coming up behind you.
And we're certainly not interested in conventional thinking.
Genji 2 is an action game which is based on Japanese history.
The essence of the PlayStation DNA is real change.
The stages of the game will also be based on famous battles which actually took place in ancient Japan. So here's this giant enemy crab.
As we gear up for the November launch, we're very excited to share with you the phenomenal progress we've made in just a year's time. When we entered the portable space with PlayStation Portable, I often received two questions. Why did you wait so long? And why now? One single answer. The ability to offer the right product strategy at the right time. It's Ridge Racer. Ridge Racer! And as the global leader, our mission at Sony Computer Entertainment is to create products that truly inspire and entertain fans around the world.
What's up, tech heads and gamers? It's your boy Mello, E to the Z to the E. Welcome to the channel where we respect the tech and we salute the gamers and we say, come on, let's get right into it. So today I want to discuss about something that has been really bothering me and I've been thinking about lately, and that is the future of Sony. A lot of you guys will look at Sony right now and think Sony's untouchable. They have the #1 selling console right now with the PS4. They have the majority of the market share this generation. Xbox is nowhere to be found. Xbox only has like 30 something plus million. PS is sitting at 80 plus million. Nintendo Switch is still in the 20s. You know, Sony cannot be touched. But here's the thing. Remember the PS2, Sony's actual best-selling console, right? The PS2 was actually Sony's best-selling console. Sold more than the PS1. Sold more than the PS3. People were saying the PS4 was on par to surpass the PS2, but as of right now, the PS2 is Sony's best-selling console. When the PS2 launched, and you know, after it launched, the PSP came out, and then the PS3 came out. Sony, I believe, started getting arrogant, right? They were like, no matter what we put out, people are gonna buy our stuff. That's the way it felt like. So I remember the E3 when they unveiled the price of the PlayStation 3, which was close to, I believe it was $499 for the beginner's pack, and either $599 or $550 for a higher hard drive. People were like, that's ridiculous, that's ludicrous, and people spoke with their wallets. People didn't buy a lot of PS3s. People actually, that's when Xbox 360 came in and stole a lot of PlayStation's thunder. People purchased Xbox 360s. Sony had to change things around with you know, the people who ran Sony, and so that's where the PS4 was born. So I'm going down this rabbit trail for a reason, guys. I feel like Sony is in that place with the PS4 where they are getting really arrogant and really cocky. The slogan, "This is for the players," is it really for the players? We have this issue with cross-platform voice chat and cross-platform play, where everyone else is allowing cross-platform play, but Sony is restricting it because they say they want people to play and stay in the PlayStation 4 community. By restricting players the right to play with whomever they want on whatever console they want, how are you for the players? Huge no for that. My big thing with Sony is I feel like they are not positioning themselves properly for the future, right? You look at what Microsoft is doing with Microsoft Game Pass, where if you pay a certain amount a month, you have access to several games, kind of like a Netflix service. You have access to several games, but not only that, Microsoft is putting the money where their mouth is. They're putting the first party titles same day release. You have games like Sea of Thieves, State of Decay 2. Those games were available instantly on the Game Pass first day release. What's Sony doing to battle that, right? Nada. They have their PlayStation, what is it now? But there is a lot of old PlayStation 3 games and some decent PlayStation 4 games on there. It's not that great, right? And then you have Microsoft pushing Xbox Play Anywhere, meaning if you own a PC or laptop, you can buy one game, right? And you can play it on your laptop or your PC. If you guys haven't tried this feature yet, it's kind of like owning a Nintendo Switch, to where you can play dock, take it, wherever you go and continue playing. So I have a good PC rig at home with a GTX 1080 graphics card, and I have a gaming laptop with a NVIDIA 1060 GTX graphics card, and that Play Anywhere feature comes well in hand, because when I play Gears of War 4 in the Xbox, I stop it there. I can just take my laptop and continue with where I was playing last. What's Sony doing about that? We have remote play, but that's not the same thing. That's just streaming from PS4 to a computer. It's not, if you leave without connection, you're screwed. With my Microsoft laptop, I can just continue because the game is there as well. And then you have the problem that the Switch is solving right now, to where people are saying consoles are going to be dead because of smartphones, right? And Sony tried to compete or battle, solve that problem with the PS Vita, and they weren't successful because, again, the console was priced so high, and then the memory stick was priced so high, and then they didn't give AAA. They launched with Uncharted. Eventually, PS Vita came out with Killzone, but there wasn't enough AAA games to justify paying that much money. So they failed miserably with the PS Vita, and here comes Nintendo Switch solving that problem really, really well. So when it comes to positioning themselves for the future, I feel like Sony is not doing a great job with that at all. And I feel like Nintendo's gaining ground with the Switch. Nintendo's solving that problem. The smartphone, is going to take over gaming. They provided the Switch where it allows you to play games anytime, anywhere. Great quality games. So I find myself, and a lot of people do, picking up the Switch before they pick up an iPhone again, or an iPad. So is Sony gonna come out with a console to rival Nintendo Switch? I believe they are going to need to, because the Switch is gonna keep eating away the market share. So again, they have the Switch to worry about. They have Microsoft Game Pass and Play Anywhere to worry about. What similar service is Sony providing to battle those services? So that's my biggest concern. I feel like Sony is not positioning themselves for the future of the PlayStation brand, and I feel like Nintendo's doing a good job with it. I feel like Microsoft's doing a good job with it, and if history repeats itself, Sony might actually struggle next generation. If Microsoft launches the console a little earlier like they did with the Xbox 360 and make it cheaper, then I believe Microsoft is not going to repeat the same mistake they did with the Xbox One. I feel like Microsoft did what Sony did with the PS3 with the Xbox One, priced it high, didn't have games to support it, got really cocky after the success of the 360. That's what PS3 did with the PS2 success. I believe Microsoft is not going to repeat that again the next generation. So it's going to be interesting to see how things turns out. I just hope Sony can listen to people. I mean, if you read articles about people wanting Fortnite to be able to play their progress with Fortnite on the Switch and the PS4, Sony has no answer to that. All they said is they're gonna keep listening to hear what the community is saying. Everybody and their mother's talking about how they want this to happen, and they're still not doing anything about it. Anyway, I hope Sony can turn things around. I don't want to see them. Sony is actually one of my favorite video game companies, and I want them to succeed, but they need to start listening to their fans, and they need to start changing things around. If not, Microsoft is going to give Sony a run for their money next generation, and I feel like Nintendo Switch is already giving Sony a run for their money. Alright fellas, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you feel like I'm being too hard on Sony. Let me know if you are, if you agree with me as well, or let me know if you think Sony's fine. I'm interested to see what you guys have to say in the comments below. Alright, y'all, till next time, peace.